Today we're assembling a standard base 18 cabinet. First thing to note is you'll get 2 boxes. This is our new system. C is for Carcass, F is for front. So put the 2 together, you'll have a whole base 18 cabinet. If you have any questions about what parts go into what finished cabinet, check your packing slip. For example, here, there's a SKU and then parts. For our base 18, we'll just go through the parts first. We have a face frame, we have side panels, a bottom panel, back panel. These are all of our drawer parts, so drawer sides, front and back, bottom panel, the cabinet toe kick, the shelves, and then the drawer front and the door, and glides. Start by gluing our face frame in the dado. And next we'll use our short panhead screws and mount the clips to the face frame. Next we'll take our side panel and glue in this rabbet here. Place it into the dado. We're gonna make sure our bottom panel dado lines up, as well as the panel with the face frame, side panel with the face frame. Next, we'll take our bottom panel, pick the nicest looking side, face it up. Make sure that seats nicely into your dado. Kind of square everything together, make sure it's gonna fit well. And on wider cabinets, you will have a clip here. This one does not. Take our back panel and put our box together. Now this one's easy to do on my own. If I had a wider base cabinet such as a 42-inch, you may want to use a bar clamp or a friend to help you square it up. So now we're going to fasten the side panel to the back panel. You can use 23 gauge pin nails, 18 gauge brad nail, or 18 gauge narrow crown. If you don't have a nailer or a stapler, you can do clips. You can place a clip on the bottom here on either side, and you can place clips inside the box near the top. They'll be invisible once countertops are installed. So now I'm going to square everything up. And fasten. This step is really just to hold it together while the glue dries. Don't need to go too crazy. I'm going to use my longer black screws, secure the back to the bottom panel. Next, we're going to install our toe kick. We use 23 gauge pin nails here. If you don't have a nailer, you can use clips on the back side of the toe kick. To install my hinges on single door base cabinets, it's important to note which side it installs onto, so refer to your design. we do anything with our drawer, we're going to install the rear support brackets into the cabinet box. Now we'll take our glides. There is a left and a right. Connect it to the rear support bracket. And the bottom forwardmost mounting hole is what we're going to use here. Okay, so a guide to mounting your drawer fronts. We have a couple solutions. So our new stock has mounting pilot holes to drawer front box pieces. Be sure that you're orienting it correctly. This distance, my dado is lower, and this distance is greater than it is on the bottom. So that's easy. However, if you have a mix of new stock and old stock, these aren't going to line up, so don't go mounting those. What we're going to do is we're going to use a template. So we have a template. You can find it on the assembly page where this video is. What we're going to do is we're going to cut along the cut lines and create a mounting template, just in case you have a mix of old stock and new stock. So then after we tape this template on, that'll locate our box piece. Now we're going to carefully line up along our cut edge and the edge of the drawer front, and then tape. Got painter's tape we're using here. It's going to be nice and reusable if you want to move this template to a new top drawer piece. Now, if you're having an issue printing this for any reason, you have these measurement callouts here, so you can measure and make a small mark and locate the box piece that way. Okay, so now we can place our piece on. That piece of paper is lining it up nicely. We're gonna go ahead and mount it. Okay, now keep in mind, as we're doing this, get as close as possible, but you do have some up-down adjustment in the drawer latches once it's installed. So we're gonna go ahead and install the pieces together with our template guiding us. Watch out for that piece swinging as you screw. And there you have it. So keep in mind, this is for small or the topmost drawer. Large drawers, bottom drawers, use the pre-drilled holes that come on the cabinet. So mounting the side panels of the drawer box, there is a left and a right. The logo goes towards the front. So I am matching up my dados. My logo is oriented towards the front, and I'm gonna hit that together. And we nail our dovetails together. If you don't have a nailer, go ahead and use wood glue before you connect them. So what's important to note here is that you need to connect your drawer box front to your drawer front before you assemble the box, because once I put this panel in and these dovetails come together, your mounting holes for the front of the box are covered. Grab your drawer bottom panel, pick the nicest looking side, and face it up. Make sure you give it a nice hit. Everything is seated and square. Take your back panel, and your latches. Take note of which side is left and right. There's a nice corner that goes into the corner of the bottom. Install it. Make sure it's fully installed. Soft close. You're good to go. So here's a few different base cabinets for reference. We have our standard base that we just assembled. We have a box from a base waist. You can see it's a bit of a different design, much higher dovetail, different size drawer front, and a base microwave which has an extra panel right here. So the assembly process may vary slightly. Call us if you have any questions.